We did it. We actually did it. If you were a state central delegate to the Minnesota Republican Party convention today, you cast your vote in support of the vision that I laid out and that I've been laying out during this campaign. I also want to give a shout out to every single person that has watched my content across all of my platforms. If you've shared that video with a friend or family to say, hey, check out what this guy is saying, it's because of you that I am where I am. I'm truly grateful and I have so much gratitude. And I really believe that there is something that is changing within our political movements all across this country, especially here in Minnesota. It just feels like people are starting to wake up and they understand that things are changing for the better. And I think this all spells good news for Republicans and for President Donald Trump right here in Minnesota. I also want to give a shout out to my wife, Shmoopy, and my mother-in-law, Debbie. They came with to the convention. Now, for those of you that know, my wife, she's not really like a political person, like at all. And there's nothing wrong with it. We've been married, it'll be 20 years in July. And it's just kind of never been her thing. But she always performs so well when it comes to just coming along and supporting her husband. People out there, yeah, you should model yourself. Be a good supporting wife like my wife is. I also want to give an extra special shout out to all of the people that actually helped physically support my campaign, whether that was a contribution, showing up so I could bounce ideas off of you, actually giving me ideas of things to do, helping design lit pieces, helping hook me up with a guy that can get me good signs, hook me up with a guy that can actually help me print off the lit, and also the people that showed up to actually hang up signs at the convention center and to pass out lit. Without your help, literally none of this could be done. So that's why I say that we did it. It's not about me. I truly believe that whenever a group, a body of people elect someone, I am actually there, and the person that you elect is there to serve you, the people. And that's how I'm always going to operate. I'm never going to think that I am above anything. I am there to serve the interests of the people. Now, that doesn't mean that it's like you tell me to do one thing, I'm going to do it. You know, you have to actually trust that my vision and my discernment actually matters. But I will always say that I'm serving at the will of the people. I'll never ever think it's the other way around. So again, thank you to everyone. We are just beginning this journey. Like, honestly, I am currently the RNC committee man elect until the national convention is over. After the convention, that's when my term starts. And it's a 4-year term that I'm going to be going and representing the Republican Party of Minnesota to the Republican National Committee. And I'm looking forward to being able to actually help our party grow and to help Minnesota. That's one of the things that I ran on, is I want to make sure that the Minnesota Republican Party is actually able to affect culture through messaging, having an advocate that says, hey, this is what we stand for, pushing back against this crazy leftist nonsense, the trifecta with all their Marxist progressive ideas that are destroying Minnesota families. Yeah, we need to have advocates, people that are willing to stand up and actually talk about why they fundamentally disagree with what the left is doing. And it's not like I'm the end all be all in any stretch of the imagination. I think that more people need to turn on their phones, turn on their cameras, and talk about how they feel about these things. Talk about their thoughts on how certain policies are affecting them and their families. I'm just so optimistic about what the future is going to hold. And again, I can't say it enough. We did it. Thank you so much for everything that you've done and everything that you will continue to do. With your help, we can turn this country around. We can turn Minnesota around.